Hey family, you're tuning in to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. Pardon any technical difficulties as we are recording live on the Zoom platform. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah. Jimmy. Lights, camera, action. Some people thought I quit and I ain't giving satisfaction. From a different era, writing rhymes up on napkins. What you had to say was more important, man, than trapping. Yeah, I'm talking back and speaking of contemporary. What's good, family, and welcome to another episode of Jimmy Bonds Podcast on Illadelphia Radio. This episode is sponsored by Major Flavor Catering. I'm your host, Jimmy Bonds, along with my co-host, Ty T. Wow, what's good, Ty? How you feeling?
From the 215, JB. Let's get it.
You know how we do it, fam. Live from the 215. And I can't forget my other lovely co-host, Miss T with the T. She is not here with us tonight, but she is always with us in spirit. Remember, family, you can call us with your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, that's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. And remember, family, you can also follow us on Instagram at Jimmy Bonds Podcast, on Twitter at Podcast Bonds, and also on Facebook on the Jimmy Bonds Podcast Facebook group. Make sure you tap in, and we can always continue to open the dialogue. Moving right along, family. My man, we are continuing our Artist Spotlight series, and we are lucky and humble enough to be joined by two artists out of Baltimore. These two brothers have done nothing but expanded their brand, expanded their craft, doing it in many different events and venues in cities like Maryland, New York, Cali, Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, I give it up to you, my man Royal T, my man D Black. Both of them have come to share their stories, known as Money Chasing Network, MCN. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for them. Give it up for them.
What up?
How y'all feeling, man?
We doing good.
It's good to have y'all on the show, man. It's good to have y'all grace our presence and, share your story with us, man. We're truly humbled by it. We thank you. We thank you so much for coming on. We thank you so much just for spending your time with us, man.
Thanks for having us.
Listen, man, moving right along on our Artist Spotlight series, we like to, pay attention to the artist. You know what I mean? It's about your story. It's about your journey. Where you come from and where you're going. You know what I mean? And
right
on this segment, we're gonna really talk about what's going on with you guys right now. So talk to me about MCN and what it means to you. You know what I mean? And where it came from.
So pretty much, it's Money Chasing Nation. You know what I mean? Money Chasing Nation it's a global thing. It's more so a mindset than it is anything. I feel like you manifest whatever you put out into this world and put out into this, this universe. So that's pretty much where it came from. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's more so a mindset. It's more so a way of thinking. Like we always say, cash is what we step, nation what we rep. It's more so us, what we bring into the table. You know what I mean? Everything that we do has meaning behind it. I will say that, you know what I mean? And that's my childhood friend. Like, it's my first friend ever in life. Been my friend always since, I would say we was 4 years old.
Sandbox, man. Since the sandbox.
It's
been a minute.
Yeah,
Money Chasing Nation for us, really just manifestation. That's really what the whole meaning behind that is, man. Manifestation.
A lot of brothers talk about manifesting things. And, I think sometimes that word sometimes can be used as a slogan. You know what I mean? But I feel like you got to really believe in it to make it manifest. You know,
and you got to take action too.
Exactly. They say faith without work is dead, right? So if you want to manifest something, you think about it and then you put action to it.
You gotta get out here and do it.
Right. And joining being in the music industry, it ain't easy. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to be in. I think people see the glamour and the glitz in the videos and all that kind of. Man,
they forget easy, about man. The grind.
That's easy. Right.
Forget about them nights in the studio. They forget about you up plotting on what's next. You up making things done. You know what I mean?
Listen, yeah, man. I mean, I think sometimes people just want to gloss over those things, but end of the day, it's really about, like you said, it's really about manifesting, making sure those things that you believe in come true.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Money Chasing Nation. Sometimes people think about it where it's just about money, right? But it sounds like a group of brothers that are really hungry.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That are really hungry to make a change, not only in their lives, but the lives that they touch, other people that they touch.
Exactly.
So tell me about MCN. Is it more of a group? Or is it more of a conglomerate of cash brothers that come together?
It's a community.
It's a community.
It's really a community. That's what it is.
Community.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Talk to me about the community.
That's why it's Money Chasing Nation, because it's across this nation. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that have the like mindsets we have. And I feel like that's what we came with Cash Fam. Cash Fam is just everybody like minds with us. You know what I mean? Like you guys are Cash Fam, really realistically, you know what I mean? Because everybody has the same mindset that's around us. That's like, look, this is what I gotta get done. This is how I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna take these steps of action to do it every day.
Get a mentality. That's all you need to have to be a Cash Fan.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I feel you. I mean, look, I got my hands up, like, hey, bro, I hear you. You speaking the same language here. You know what I mean? Ty, go ahead, man, jump in there because I know you got some questions for him as well, boy.
Yeah, how did you brothers actually come together and form the group? Like, what started it all?
We both was doing music, and it was just like, okay, well, let's do music together. So let's form a group. Like I said, like we're together for us Cash Brothers, but we still have individual songs, individual features, and stuff like that. So like we are different apart from each other, but together we make music together that sounds naturally blended. And I feel like that's more so it came from us just being around each other so much and us just being as close as we are. That's really where it came from. But like I say, we just formed that group, like literally, like I would say right out of high school, just like, look, we doing music. Let's have something behind it. Let's stat this and say this is ours and, you know, actually form a business behind this and really put our all into this music so we can get to the top. And that's really where that came from. You know,
it's something that we could actually turn into a brand too. Like it's not just about like, you know, the music and all that. You want to make sure you got a brand as well. You feel me? Money Chasing Nation for real, you feel me? We got the clothing, we got everything, you feel me? It's a brand. That's really what we're trying to make a brand out of this.
Now, I know you brothers have been doing a lot of shows. Any particular city that you found to be the best one to perform at?
California.
Cali?
Mm-hmm.
California.
We actually about to be in California this weekend, Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Orange County, how you going out there, huh?
Yeah,
that's what it is, man.
What's the show? What's the name of the show? What show y'all doing?
No, we got some stuff cooking up with Ethica right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You know, you gotta keep grinding.
We try to get on all the cars, man. Like I think like we trying to really stick to the festivals. Like our music together is more so like I would say it's like
raves,
electronic dance, electronic. I would say it's more so like march music. That's the pretty much the easiest way to, you know, to categorize our music together. It's more so like march music. Like once you hear our music, you instantly want to move, you instantly want to dance, you instantly want to nod, you want to get up. You're not gonna want to just sit there and just listen to our music like everybody else. You want to get up. So
yeah, you can't bump us and sit still. Down max.
It's not happening.
I mean, what challenges have you guys been facing so far over this past year or so? As far as this pandemic and everything?
The show slowed up early.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. For us, life, we really didn't have no challenges because we set everything up to not have any challenges. As far as music, to shows, the shows just really stopped. But other than that, like we still grinding, we still in the studio, we still together, we still recording, we still doing stuff outside of music, you know, secure our feature and stuff like that. Because like words are just words, you gotta have actions behind it. That's how we really look at everything. So we know we want to do music, but we have a lot of other stuff we do outside of music. So
I mean, that's dope. You should. I mean, you shouldn't just have one fish in the fire. You got to have a couple going on. You know what I mean? You can't just have one thing. You know, I think that's what a lot of brothers don't understand these days. And I think some of them are learning it, but some of them are not. They just not understanding that you got to be the brand.
Right.
You're not just an MC. You're not just a rapper, or you're not just an artist. You're a brand. You know what I mean? So when somebody says your name, MCN, that's the brand. You know what I mean? MCN Royalty, MCN D Black. That's the brand. Everybody knows that it's about branding yourself in the beginning and branding yourself at the end.
Right.
One of my questions was, you know, often people come together, and you know, sometimes we don't always see eye to eye. You know what I mean? Y'all from the sandbox, so you know this is a good thing. Sometimes you don't always see eye to eye. How do you guys manage to balance that? You know, your creative differences as well as even your business differences that you might have. How do you balance that?
I mean, we like a family at this point, for real. You feel me? So it's the same way, like, you know, if you see, it's like if you got an argument or a difference with your brother. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you feel me? You know, y'all gonna argue it out, y'all gonna bicker it out, but at the end of the day, that's family. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we at with it. You feel me? So that don't never really get in between us.
And I would say 99% of the time, we don't have no arguments. We don't disagree about nothing.
Well, that's good to have. Shoot, man.
Sometimes they don't even be that serious to even have an argument about. Especially if we making a song, there's no arguments ever. It's literally like, this is how this is going to do, this is how it's going to be done. And it's like we flowing.
Right.
But as far as like today, we was together, we getting our shirts made today for our meeting or whatever. And he was just like, look, this is what I want done. I was like, okay, cool, it's over. It's not even no argument. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's an argument, it's something serious. And that's 0.1% of the time.
Got the same mindset for real. You feel me? Like we
exactly
the same interests, same goals and shit.
Exactly. So it's like if it's up to one of us to do it, it's gonna be done the way we both want to be done.
I feel you.
A lot of stuff that we do, we don't even gotta conversate about it. We just do it, and it's like, okay, this is done. I like this idea, and I don't even really gotta talk to him too much about it because we got the same mindset. Right. A lot of stuff.
Right. I mean, you gotta see eye to eye on certain things when you're a conglomerate, a group. You know what I mean? Particularly when you're individuals. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might have your own songs, your own ideas. You know, I've been a part of a group, probably two. You know, and we didn't always see eye to eye on things. And you know, right. I'm solo now, so there you go. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know, I got my partner Tal over here. We do everything together, but it's about making. A lot of times, it's about meeting people at the same wavelength. You know what I mean? Right. It's about meeting brothers at the same wavelength. And you know, I tell people all the time, me and Ty's been pulling me along to think differently about things, and it's been helping me. You know what I mean? But it's more about having teamwork than it is anything else. You know what I mean? To accomplish the goals. And as you say, you know, you could talk about it all day, but if you don't do nothing about it, then what is it? Just talk.
Never gonna change.
Right?
Never changing.
It's just talk. Tell me a little bit about the quote. I read somewhere in the press release that one of y'all are a hip hop rock star. How do you define hip hop rock star?
Pretty much the start of it is for real making your own lane, bro. First off, we be talking about the trenches in our rap and all that and where we come from, right? But at the same time, like we be rapping over beats like techno, all types of music like that for real. So it's kind of like making our own lane for real, making our own development and style. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So like that's really where it's like, okay, we don't want to be just stagnant in the whole hip hop lane. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we really trying to develop our own pathways. That's really what we do. That's why we said like we hip hop rock stars.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't understand the glory of being able to not classify yourself in a particular genre. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The beauty of it, the ease of it, and especially in the business world, the goodness of being able to separate yourself in different genres. Because rock is different than hip hop. But when you can touch the rock crowd and the hip hop crowd together, I mean, you now got a base that's bigger than just what regular rap stars would have. You know what I'm saying? And I think people, you know, you think about Jay-Z and Limp Bizkit, you know, back in the day, or Coldplay and Jay-Z, you know, those kind of like conglomerates or things came together. But I think more along the lines of when your music is like that originally, and your music comes out, you know, the sound of it is euphoric. It doesn't. It's something that you just can't change. You know, something you just will never change. That way, you can do more shows. You can do shows in Cali, Orange County. You know what I'm saying? You can do shows down somewhere in the South where not many hip hop artists be. You know what I mean? Right. You can really transform what people might feel about hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the negativity and all that kind of stuff. You can transform that into something positive. You know what I mean? And I listen, I appreciate that. I've done some rock. I grew up on rock. Of course, I grew up on hip hop, but I grew up on rock as well. You know, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana. You know, you go back to the lines. You talking about mosh pits and all that kind of stuff. Now, I ain't never been in a mosh pit, but I tell you, I really.
If you ain't never been in there, you need to go and experience one. Trust me.
I'd rather be with y'all all on the stage. I might stage dive. You know, I might stage dive.
We getting in with you. We ain't staying on the stage. We getting in with you. You gotta be involved with the crowd, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do got to be involved. I mean, that's part of being an artist, man. That's a part of being an artist and what you bring to the table. You know what I mean? And that, you know, that's love, because, you know, one of the things I often wonder, as first you are a conglomerate, your group, but individually, when y'all like set out to put your personality on a track, what is it that you really shoot for? You know, what is it that you're trying to convey to the people when I'm about to write this song? Now, we know the song has a subject, but what is MCN trying to say about themselves when they get on the track?
Just pure realness. Like, I want you to be like, okay, you're listening to him. Now, you know, fans are fans. They're going to still listen like, okay, let me see if this match what I think he's going to be like. Yeah. I just want you to listen to me and just be like, okay, this him.
Yeah.
All his songs sound like this. All his songs got the same topics. All his songs is around what he's doing. And what I'm seeing is matching up to his real life. And it's like I said, it's realness. Like, Like my songs different from his songs different from my songs, but together it's like we bring both sides of those songs together. Like I said, like
yeah, because we got like two different styles.
Two different, way different styles.
Completely different styles.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this: when we get on a song together, like I said, it's literally rock stars. Like real talk. Like when I say like we can grab a mic, get on the stage, and literally create a mosh pit like that. Literally like that. When I say like that, like that, like our song come on, the energy, it's all about energy. You gotta feel it. That's what I'm saying. You gotta feel out. You gotta feel out songs. Like once you hear it and you see us, it's gonna be a vibe. You're gonna want to follow that. You know what I mean?
And
instantly create a whole mosh pit. Best experience ever, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, listen, I believe it. I listen, I believe it. No, I mean, I just take your word for it. I believe it, man. I definitely believe it.
And now, I feel like most artists are like stuck, like you said, in that genre box. And I feel like with me and him, like we don't think about that. We just make music. You know what I mean? Like that. Like to us, we don't have no genre. We just make a song. People love our songs, put the songs out. We don't say, oh well, this is this kind of song. This is kind of song. We just make it.
It's all about vibe and energy.
Yeah, all about vibe. It is all about vibe. It ain't nothing else to it. Vibe and energy, man. I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes people they judge it just for the music. Not for like, oh well, he with such and such or he rap with such and such, because I know you done shows with some names, you know what I'm saying?
Some names,
you know what I mean? From Snoop, Lil Pump, Rick Ross. I mean, you done some shows now. You done some shows.
Definitely did.
But even with that, man, I always wondered, like you talked about having a business mind, you know what I mean, and the business of the music. How do you feel like having that mindset has benefited MCN?
We just look at everything differently. Like I say, like going into something, we don't look at it as like as an artist or as a fan anymore. We look at it as just like we're one unit as a business. Like how would this business interact with this business? And we just go with those models. You know what I mean? Like we literally, even by talking to somebody, we talk to somebody as a business. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I'm trying to build a relationship with you as a fan or as a friend. It's more so like, at the end of the day, this is business. So we gotta portray it as his business first. You know what I mean? Because like that's how a lot of people they don't get the right end of that stick because they look at it like, oh man, this is whoever it is, and I'm just so starstruck and I'll just do anything. No, this is a business. At the end of the day, it's either we going verse swap or we gonna do verse to verse, pay for pay. Like it's y'all had that mindset.
Yeah. At the end of the day, everybody. Nobody gonna give you anything for the free. Everybody want to know, well, what is it? Can they get out of it?
Right.
And that's the way people gonna start to vibe with you. People gonna rock with you for real. It's like, what can you offer them? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how we look at it. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you can offer them something.
Right. Exactly. Because like nobody just gonna be like, oh, this guy, he just leave him talk free. No, you gotta come with your bag right. You gotta come with your mind right, and you gotta be able to knock everything out right then and there. Because like. Everybody got short attention spans, you know what I mean? So it's like you got them right then and there. Yeah. You gotta get everything you can get out of them right then and there. Just give them that phone number, you call them a week later, they forgot about you.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. I mean, I don't know if for all the listeners, I know that's like business 101. You know what I mean? If you're not on it or you're not following up and you ain't showing you about it really on the other end, they ain't talking to you no more. Exactly. You gotta stay in their face nowadays. You gotta really stay in their face and almost be annoying. Yeah. You know what I mean? Almost be damn near annoying. Like, yo, stop calling me, bro. Like for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I appreciate what you guys are doing as far as expanding what you are. You know what I mean? Like you might have started off as just, we rapping, but now it's completely different. I highly respect it, not just because of me being an artist and Ty being an artist and we interview all these artists. I think it's more about your expansion as an artist. You evolving. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You becoming more about like I like different types of music, so why limit myself? You know what I'm saying? I like different types of flows, so why limit myself? It's It's a beautiful thing to really see and understand from my from where I'm sitting. You know what I mean? Right. And listen, I mean, like I said, I appreciate what y'all are doing as far as doing it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of providers like, nah, man, I'm not getting into that. I do this. I do trap music. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Or you go on the other end, I do techno. That's what I do. You know what I mean? And the fact that you can hear anything and say, let's do this, you know what I mean? Even if it's country, let's do this.
That's skill too.
Let's cross some lines, man. Let's cross some barriers that they put in front of us all the time. You know what I mean? Exactly. And music a lot of times is racial barriers, but it's also music barriers. You know what I'm saying? So let's cross some lines. Let's come together. Like, and that's why I gotta say I appreciate that from y'all, man. I really do. I really, really do. But listen, we're gonna take a quick break. Remember, you can call us with your comments or questions at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. You listen to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We'll be right back.
She got options. How you gonna treat her?
If she thick and she bad, I'ma keep her.
What you tryna do, babe? Tryna get lit?
What you smoke, little mama? What you sell?
I got vibes with me, future wise with me. VIP up in the party, and we just getting started.
Pressure gelatos, bottles and bottles. My vibes is models, ball like a lotto.
The night is still young.
Hey, this is Megan from Abu Dhabi. Listen to Jimmy Bond's podcast on Illadelphia Radio.
Welcome back to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We thank you for listening. Remember, family, you can call us at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com.
Girl, what you tryna send the driver to your house, baby, promise he won't be long. Girl, get dressed, put your makeup and your heels on. I'm tryna be with you, I'm tryna be with you.
And welcome back to Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. Now again, family, we're continuing our Artist Spotlight series, and we are lucky to be joined by two brothers from MCN, Money Chasing Nation, and my man Royal T, my man D Black. Both of them have come to share their stories. But on this segment, family, we're gonna go in the past. We're gonna talk about them growing up in the city of Baltimore. I'm from DC, born and raised, and B-More is literally 40 minutes away from us, if that. If you driving the regular speed limit, it's probably 20 minutes if you ain't. So I spent some time in B-More, and I know B-More is a lot different from DC. It's a lot different from Philly. It's not the same. What was it like for y'all growing up in B-More?
It's crazy. I say it's crazy. Like that's something we still going through stuff. You feel what I'm saying? We still going through stuff, but we trying to shake back. That's just how we train. We trying to shake back. You're trying to go through stuff that most people don't go through. We see stuff that most people don't see. You know what I mean? From anywhere, you could be 5 years old and you see crackheads shoot up right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You can
it's all
be
about making the best of your situation, though.
Yeah, you're right, but you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot. Living where we grew up at, you know what I mean? So I'll say it shaped us of who we is today.
Yeah. I mean, it's a real blue collar city, man. They say Philly blue collar too, but Baltimore's a different monster by itself.
Our city cruddy, man. So I'm not.
I mean, hey, you call it like it is. Like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to know.
From here, our city cruddy, man. You're gonna see everything from drugs to jail to prison to fan time to death. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no telling what you're gonna see when you step outside in our city. No telling.
The crazy part is, our city is so small for real. It's like everybody talk about like I'm over east, I'm over west, and all that for real. Like people fail to realize like, yo, that's like a 10-minute bop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's so small here, bro.
From North Avenue, from the top of North Avenue to the bottom of North Avenue, you literally go from east to west in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so that's serious. You know what I mean?
You cover the city in no time.
It's to the point where as though if I'm into it with somebody over east,
yeah,
I can see them riding 10 minutes down the road, and it's up there from there. It's up.
Crazy for us, like it's like we got like one of like the highest murder rates for real, and it's like the city's so small that it's like damn near every time you hear somebody die, either you know that person or somebody that you know that person because the city is that small. It's that small. You feel me?
You want to know what's so crazy? The city's so small that I could get to it with somebody and it's real beef. And the whole time it's my cousin. The city that small. When I say it's that small. Like, I could really get to it, but they had to go do something to my cousin. Not even knowing it's my cousin.
Not even knowing.
You know what I mean? Not even knowing. It's that small.
Crazy, man. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. I mean
that's small.
I mean, like I said, you always read the stories about Baltimore. People watch The Wire, all that kind of stuff. It's
First in The Wire.
The word right. I was gonna say like the media portrays it right. The media portrays it one way, and it's completely different. I think the people of Philly and the people of Baltimore have very like minds. when it comes to, respect and what's going on. And, and they're well aware of what's going on and really the oppression that they live in, to be honest with you. You've had Baltimore has been highlighted lately for a lot of different reasons, not positive, unfortunately. You know what I mean? From Freddie Gray to, the mayor being investigated, the former mayor being investigated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, but I feel like
the list goes on.
The list goes on, man. I mean, I'm sure the scandals and the corruption is ridiculous. The same thing here in Philly, the scandals and the corruption is ridiculous. But when you being that you're from there, you're a native. You know what I mean? What do you want people to know about Baltimore that's positive?
We got the best crabs everywhere. It don't matter where you come from. If you come to Baltimore, we got the best crabs, hands down.
And I want people to know that there are good artists here. I feel like there's so much negativity. It overshadows that there are dope artists in Baltimore. Like it's dope artists. Like, you know what I mean? And then a lot of people getting signed now from our city. Like a lot of people are getting signed. So
it's the most like that. Like I think Baltimore ever done had for real. Because it's a few artists that's actually getting signed. That's blowing up right now for real. Like it's the most like we ever had. And
I feel like once COVID is like completely going away and everybody got chance to move around, it's gonna be more and more and more and more people that's getting signed out of here. And I feel like that's just what I want people to know. I feel like even on our radio to the point where it's though they play everybody else but us. It's like how we gonna get heard to our region if you guys don't play us.
Right. The crazy part is though, it's like we the only city that has yet to get like that breakout artist. Like for example, Philly, right?
Yeah,
y'all got Meek Mill,
right?
You feel me? Y'all got breakout artists that y'all can emulate.
Even DC got Wale,
Y'all got Uzi, like y'all got plenty of people.
I mean, the artists that come out of Philly is, I mean, that's unfortunately you can't even just stop there. You got to keep going. You got to go backwards, to be honest with you. But I mean, like even in DC got Wale. You know what I mean? It's that's been for a while. You know what I mean?
Straight to the moon,
right?
Straight to the moon. Wale went straight to the moon.
Yeah,
I got Glizzy.
Yeah.
I got Glizzy.
Yeah.
That's my man.
I know, man. It's it's one of them things that I often wonder too. Like, so DC is known for go-go, right? That's their brand of music. That's the music that's the native music, I call it.
For club music.
What is Baltimore's? What is Baltimore?
Got club music.
Club music.
Jersey can try and steal it, but we started that.
Shake all rock off. That's just what we known for. You go in a club, you gonna hear little club mixes. You know what I mean? And then you gonna see everybody start dancing, and this like it's all native to Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like we got our own two-step. You know what I mean? And that's like going viral all over the world. But I feel like club music is really like our thing. You know what I mean? It's not as prevalent anymore right now. Just because, like I said, like we can't even be outside, but club music definitely our thing.
We actually tried to incorporate that in the song 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. That's the one that's rocking out right now on the radio station.
Yeah, appreciate that. 2 a.m. Like that's the one, man. That's definitely like a whole different vibe. Like I feel like Roy always say, people blow up and their songs catch up with them later on in life. You know what I mean? Like your song way bigger than you. Nobody knows you. I feel like once that song go crazy, people realize that me and him made it and where we from, they're gonna be like, hell no, ain't no way. Ain't no way they made that song. Ain't no way. Because it just sounds like it's already there. Like it's already out of here. You know what I mean? Like everybody who listens to that song instantly loves it.
Yeah.
It's a good song, man. It's a good song. I like
man. It's about making sure that I mean, you said it best. It's something you said that just stood out to me. It was like, your music catches up with you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when 2 a.m. was made, but I'm sure I'm sure when you made it, it was like, yeah, we're gonna, it's gonna come out first. And then by the time we doing other stuff, it's gonna catch up with everything else.
Sure.
And I don't think people understand that about music. I think people just think that somebody's in the studio, we make the song, put it on the radio, and now it's on there. And it's like, nah, not really.
It's a whole process.
Not really. You might make a hot joint, and it might not come out for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy part about it, I think that our artists don't realize that you gotta have a real marketing plan and a real budget. And a real budget. Like you gotta have different avenues for different songs. You can't push every song down the same avenue. Like I feel like 2 a.m. gotta go like straight radio and techno DJs. That's just where it has to go. It can't go to all the blog sites, all the hip hop sites, all that here. It needs to be all international DJs rotation and all radio rotations that we can get into.
I mean,
I feel like once to get onto that, once to connect on that masses, it's gonna go crazy. And we've really been trying to get like TikTok marketing. Once we get that down pat, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go out of here.
I mean, you said it. I think you keep saying stuff, D Black, that just like I don't know people even listening correctly. Like marketing plan, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like these artists just think that they just supposed to jump out there. They ain't got a fan base, a demographic that's gonna pick them up, a freaking a genre. What's your demographic? Who are you trying to promote your music to? You know what I mean?
That's the demographics, the age groups, the regions, the areas. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have all target. You gotta know who you trying to reach when you're making that song. Like really,
utilize Facebook ads. A lot of people overlook the Facebook ads. Utilize the Google ads, the Facebook ads, the YouTube ads, all that.
It's all algorithms directed to those people.
Directly to those people. You can say, I want to target 15 to 18 years old in North Dakota, and just all your ads go right to them.
Yep. And you find out what they're listening to. You find out what kids in that area in North Dakota, 18 to 25, what they like to listen to, and you cater to them. You know what I mean? You might have some black kids out there. Right.
Pick a song.
And there you go. You might have some black kids that are alternative who be like, you know, I want something different. You know what I mean? They might be skaters. They want something different, you know? So it's like how can you, again, you cannot limit yourself, but if you have a marketing plan, it opens so many other doors. Plus it says you're serious. You know what I mean? When you go sit down with them other labels and sit down with them other people, they gonna no, they serious. They got a marketing idea. We don't have to figure out where to put it.
All them labels care about is numbers.
That's all they do. They don't care about nothing else. No, they don't.
Just numbers.
They don't care about nothing else. It's not about how many people can we make sure that we make money off of you from?
They already gonna figure out. Okay, they can make the music. Now they already pushing themselves. They already got this amount of money from themselves. They already got this amount of numbers from themselves. They're gonna take that, increase their budget, and push them out there and make money off them. That's all they're gonna do, realistically.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. And that's why it's important to make sure you keep as much as for you as possible on the way up. You know what I mean? So that you make sure that when it's all said and done, you're still getting a piece. Exactly. Some people that we know are superstars, not even getting a piece of their music today.
Exactly.
You know? And that's I think like you said, having a plan and orchestrating and protecting yourself is always important. That's part of business. Now I know we do artistry, we talk about the music and all that kind of stuff. But for me, you cannot talk about music without talking about business. They go hand in hand. So hand to hand. Like, so yeah, I'm listening. It's y'all interview. I'm gonna shut up. I want to make sure y'all
listen. You dropping knowledge. It could be somebody listening who's coming up behind us who need to know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody like, I'll make a hot song, I'm gonna put it out, I'm gonna get all my friends to post it, I'm gonna go viral. No,
because there's not a lot of people that actually show the blueprint. Like everybody always show the fruits of the labor, but nobody ever showed the steps of labor that they took to get to where they at.
How to get there? No one's really giving that game. Everybody's keeping that to themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you understand, one fan can listen to 1,000 artists.
Yeah,
I don't understand how people don't tell you that. Like one fan can listen to 1,000 artists.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
about. Talk to Jimmy about that. You know what I mean? Me and Jimmy talked about that before. We was talking about how we created hip hop, we created all of this, but we don't really own it.
Right.
Everybody else is making money off of our creativity. I mean, it's getting to the point now where some of us, like you guys, again, are business minded, and you're controlling your product and what you put out. But for the most part, in like the 80s, we had no control of it. We look good, but we didn't have no control over it. Right. And I think it's getting to the point now where artists like yourself, and there's a few more out there that are controlling what they do, and they're able to capitalize and again market what they're doing without somebody else digging in their pockets.
Exactly.
I appreciate you guys doing that. I mean, it's a positive thing, and hopefully other MCs will see it and follow what you guys are doing. Because I always said that you got these Jay-Z's and all these other guys who have made millions, but like you said, where's the blueprint for the other people to come along and do the same thing?
Yeah.
It has never been put out there.
For sure.
Everybody keeps it for themselves.
For sure. Right. I mean, I was gonna ask you to jump in, but you jumped in without me asking for. So
hey, look, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't a million with that one, man.
Listen.
I always felt as though this should be ours, no matter what.
No matter what, man. No matter what, we should own it. I mean, and D Black Royalty, y'all should think about. You know, I don't know if you do. I said think about it. You probably already do. Probably school the youngins that are behind you. You know, tell them about
everybody around us. We tell them what we doing from the jump. Like,
from the jump,
bad, and this is how you got to get to it. Because at the end of the day, like. If nobody gonna tell y'all, then we just doing this for nothing. Like we got to tell everybody around us to come behind us. Because if we doing this, and we not telling y'all, what are we doing it for?
Plus, you can't have no crabs in the barrel mentality. Like when you put other people on, that's how you stay on. For example, look at Gucci. You feel me? Look at Gucci, right? He constantly put other artists on. That's why he's relevant. That's why he's still relevant today. You feel me? He stayed putting other artists on. So like when you start working with other artists and start putting other people on, and not have that crab in the barrel mentality and start uplifting others,
yeah, bro,
you're gonna stay up.
They gonna make sure you
what do you say, Ty? We gonna what? We gonna stay up, right? That's what he said. I said it, he said it, right? That's my motto. Stay up, don't sleep in your dreams. That's how I always live like that. You gotta stay up. You better not sleep on what you're doing, because you never know. That thing could blow up in your face. You be like, oh, whoa, I didn't know we could do this. Brother, you sending chills down my legs, because I'm sitting here like, man, I've been waiting for a conversation like this with some artists, because, you know, and I listen, I know it becomes about, it's about y'all. It ain't about me. It ain't about Ty. It's about y'all. And this podcast is about y'all. But what you're talking about, I think it's definitely more than food for thought. I think it's something that brothers need to, and sisters out there need to grasp, you know what I mean, and run with. And a lot more artists are staying independent, a lot more not signing, you know, they going off to YouTube and they going off to Twitter and the TikTok and all that, and you know, they getting paid. No one's saying what the strategy is for that. How does that work? You know, they don't tell you that it's going to take you at least 3 years on YouTube to get the millions that you want, unless you start working in a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. They don't tell you that it's going to take time. And that's what I really see with you too, is that you have really taken the time to master your craft, better your business mind. You know,
you hear it, yeah,
you can hear it. I mean, from the roots of Baltimore, you know, going through what you have gone through, seeing what you have seen, experienced what you have experienced. You have taken that and molded into something much more positive than what you might have seen. And you gotta respect it, appreciate it, and then at the same time know that, like, man, I'm happy to be talking to like minds. I'm happy to be talking to brothers that feel the same way. You know what I mean? And because sometimes me and Ty be sitting around like, I know we ain't the only ones thinking this. You know what I mean? I know we ain't the only ones. You talked about what you guys saw in Baltimore, like growing up. You know, you talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly. What do you want for Baltimore as a city? What do you want?
More unity.
I want complete change.
Change and unity.
I just need. I feel like people get into it over stupid stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like no one's thinking about something. Everybody just taking action. Like, you sit and think about, okay, is this worth taking somebody's life? Is it really? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not, what am I doing that for? Is it worth getting to this person with? If it's not, what am I doing that for? You know what I mean? And a lot of it's like envious and jealousy stuff. I feel like with me and him, it's like, if I have a question about what you're doing, I'm gonna be directing action. You know what I mean? And our city is like, oh no, he's shining. You know what I mean? The only way I'm gonna be shining like him, if I take it from him. That's really like how everybody got the mentality in our city. So it's like, even in our city, like we always on point, we always on guard. It's never a relaxed moment in our city. It's like, it's so weird, because like we'll go travel somewhere else
and how comfortable.
How we somewhere else and we comfortable, and we're not even comfortable in our own city. It's nuts.
You come back home, you looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh man.
At all time.
You talking about something. Again, you bringing something up that I tell people all the time, that a lot of times home ain't the safest place to be. And if you know, you go other places, you venture out, you go see the world, you come back home, you be like, you ain't supposed to be living like this. No, you know, we ain't supposed to respond to each other like this. And you know, Ty's been a bunch of places, I've been a bunch of places, I travel this world. A lot of times your experiences and what you've experienced outside of home can affect how you feel about home. You know, and when you have other people around you that haven't done the same things or left like you have, or ventured off like that, you know what I mean? It makes you feel, you know, it makes you feel guarded. It makes you feel like I got to protect myself at all times. You know, whether I got to be strapped or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, I got to protect myself. And people don't understand the dynamic of your psyche when you have to live like that.
Yeah. Like I feel like this. I feel like I'll go outside, you know what I mean? I'm me. I'm gonna wear my expensive stuff. I'm gonna wear my jewelry. I'm gonna wear my I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, because that's just how I am. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
But it's like, I get caught with this strap, I'm up the road. I'm gone. Yeah. I can't tell this judge, oh, I got to carry this so I can make it home back to my family. So my mother's not crying. You know what I mean? They're not trying to hear that.
They don't understand it, right?
And if I don't have it,
you 6 feet.
I might not make it home. So it's like, what do you do? You know what I mean? You got to either have it or you don't have it, or you got to have protection. Like that's just what it is. Like people frown upon security. Oh, I can't have security. I can't have security. They are paid to protect you as an investment. You know what I mean? Like you gotta move. Either you move that way or you move illegally. Period. There's no other way around it. In this day and age right now, you got to be protected. You got to be protected. Like no matter.
I know the thing with a lot of these the inner cities or the big cities, even the small ones, with our people and everything, is without hope, people become dangerous.
Exactly.
You don't have no hope.
Right.
You got to resort to whatever means you got to resort to get what you need. You know, and I always tell people that, like, sometimes when you're given something, you're being attacked. It will weaken your resistance to future attacks. So, like you said, you got to be on guard because it can come from anywhere.
Exactly.
It's a shame that we got to live like that. You know, it's a shame we got to live like that. But it's the system. It's the system that was created. They got us in that particular system. And for some of us, we don't understand that images shape and create our reality. And if you're looking at negative images and these negative images are shaping your reality, your reality is going to be, that's all you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the problem with a lot of the cities. Our images are being shaped by fake images and a fake reality that we're creating and putting together. You know what I'm saying? I respect you too, man. Y'all tight, man. I respect y'all. Y'all tight.
Definitely, boy.
One more thing.
What you gonna say, man?
I feel like everybody see what's going on. I'm just say musicians right now. I feel like everybody see what happens negativity to the musicians, but what the media don't show is what happened to the people that bothers the musicians. You know what I mean? That's one thing that they never show. They never show. A lot of rappers not going. I'm just putting out there. A lot of rappers not going. So a lot of stuff that goes on with these people that's running up on these rappers, they don't show all that. They only show when somebody is successful. They don't show the millions of times that stuff happened to these people while he's doing stuff. And I feel like that's something that I always put out there. Like, look, I understand you live how you living, but I'm living how I'm living too. So you want to take this chance. One of us going to be victorious. May the best man win. That's really my mindset. One of us going to be victorious. May the best man win. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep shedding light on that so that people can understand, like, you might be playing with my life, but you definitely playing with yours too. I just want you to, I want that message to resonate in everybody here. You definitely might be playing with my life by doing whatever you're doing to me, but you're also playing with yours.
That's true, yeah.
So
that's true.
I definitely
no, man. I mean, you gotta say how you feel, man. It's not even about, like, these are the realities we live with as Black men.
Sure.
Nobody wants to talk about it. I mean, you talked about the amount of artists that have, people don't realize, like, I could go back to 2019. So many rappers have died.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brothers that you might not even never heard of. Talented brothers have died doing this rap game. Not because of the fact of somebody might have just been jealous of them, but they was getting money in this rap game and they had to do it. Somebody thought it was time for them to get it.
Exactly.
And I just did a blog on the number of MCs that have been shot or killed. I believe this was a few months ago. I believe it was like 72 or 75 that have been shot and killed that's known.
Yes.
But there's more that's not known about that have been shot and killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I mean, you want to talk about a pandemic or epidemic? Yeah, that's something that's been going on. And these brothers been losing their lives left and right, and these families been affected by it. Right. And, you know, I can't be like, oh, it's all in the music. It's all in the music. A lot of times it's the life that is coming. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, that's how they living. It's like, not necessarily. You know, it's just brothers just trying to make some money, feed their family. For real. You know, in any other market, you would be like, oh, that's a great thing. But as Black men,
it seems like it's just our culture.
It is. Right. No, hold up. Yeah. It is our culture. It is. Be Black, it is our culture. It is the way we operate. We don't operate in the sense of, I applaud you and I appreciate you for being who you are. We operate in the sense of, I want to take what you have because I don't know how to get it.
Right.
You know,
instead of asking,
because I guarantee you what, 9 times out of 10, you ask somebody to assist you if it's the proper way to ask.
Exactly,
they probably will assist you. And if they're good people, like I see you two brothers are, I know that you out here talking to the youngins about XYZ. You know what I mean? And I mean, like I said before, man, it's refreshing to hear two artists speak this way and understand the realities of being an artist and being an MC. You know, and being a person or group that is trying to expand and do different, you know. So for me, I'm sitting on the other end like, yeah, man, y'all, shoot, man, I feel like y'all reading my books. You know what I mean? Like, we reading the same books over here, man. So, I mean, I greatly appreciate you just with your bluntness and your honesty. for it. You know what I mean? And I know Ty does too, and our audience does, man, because a lot of times it's just always glitz and glamour with these people. There's always, the chains and the ice and the women. It's like, no, hold up, man, hold up. Like, let's get serious. Let's talk about what's really going on.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that stuff is reward. You get what I'm saying? That's when you have grinded and done what you're supposed to do. When you have gotten a studio, when you got people to pay attention. You know what I mean? You have people calling you for shows. You're doing shows every weekend, every other day. That's when that happens. Like that's when it happens. Whether you're doing it signed or independent, that's when it happens. But because people don't see it that way, we might portray something different than what we really are. People might look at it as you a target. A lot of times it's like they don't understand it, that I'm just an artist, bro. I'm just trying to make this great music.
Exactly. I got two things to touch on though.
What's that, bro? What's that?
I would say this too. Everything you do is percentage based too. So if you got, say for instance, you get $50,000 for a show, you should not buy a chain. You should not buy a car. None of that. This ice and all this right here, that's fine and dandy, but that's a percentage of what I make. It all shouldn't go. Reinvest all that. Okay, I got $2,500 on marketing for this avenue, this avenue. Put all that money back till you will make more money. I feel like nobody touched on that either. You got to take that money and put that money back into yourself because you're a business. You know what I mean? Most businesses make 10-15% profit in a year. Yeah. Realistically, you know what I mean? So I got $3,000 on the show, $25,000 on the show. That's fine and dandy and cool and all good until you realize that money you're getting, you're buying stupid stuff with. You don't have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you start recording all that stuff. That's good and all that. But what happened when that album released? And you have no marketing, you have nothing to push because all that money you made off your shows, you done brought new jewelry and new this and new that, new cars and all that. Get a regular house. Exactly.
Like a rap
right
career,
now.
It was really, if you think about it, for majority of artists, 2 years.
Career.
After 2 years, that money slow up.
Yeah, it does. I mean, they the rappers are like NFL running backs.
Yeah.
They use them up, they use as much as they can get out of them and then they let them go. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, that's the best analogy I can really come up with because it's the same.
You better have the best features in the world.
Listen, you better have the money to pay for them.
You better the best feature game in the world. Best feature game in the world.
Listen, man. Oh man, I could go on forever about this family. We could talk about this to the end of the day. You know what I mean? But we gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about where MCN is going. Money Chasing Nation. I'm with my man Royalty, MCN Royalty, MCN Black brothers over here dropping some knowledge on Illadelphia Radio, Jimmy Bond's podcast. I'm happy. I've been probably smiling from ear to ear the whole time listening to these cats talk. So I am definitely excited for them to be joining the show, family. But listen, we're gonna take a quick break. Maybe you can call us with your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. You listen to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We'll be right back.
Baby, come here, let me see you. Shorty, let's kick it. Something like FIFA, all that cake. Think I might eat you. Got you close, little mama, she'll tease you. Bag it up, baby, guy, you dig. Got a little flavor, I can tell you in the mix. Dance real close to the grab on the hips. Feel a poke, baby girl, that's a stick. Me and you, girl, I'm trying to see you strip. She asked for the time, well, it's time to get lit. Cause girl is.
Hey, this is Megan from Abu Dhabi. Listen to Jimmy Bond's podcast on Illadelphia Radio.
Welcome back to the Jimmy Bonds podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We thank you for listening. Remember, family, you can call us at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. And welcome back to Jimmy Bond's podcast on Illadelphia Radio. And again, family, we are continuing our Artist Spotlight series, and we are here with my man Royalty, or MCN Royalty, MCND Black, known as the Money Chasing Nation. And family, we have been having some great conversations about what they're doing presently, what they have experienced in the past growing up in Baltimore, what they've experienced as artists growing up in the game. And I thought on this segment it'd be great to talk about what they see in the future for MCN and where the MCN is going. So, we're gonna jump this off. So I'm just want you to picture something real quick. 5 years from now, what are your goals for MCN? What do you see MCN?
We're just gonna probably be in a match somewhere looking at our platinum plaques.
I hear that. I hear that. You know what? I don't
5
think
years
wrong
from
either,
now, we want it to be bigger than music 5 years from now. You feel me? We try and expand, like, even if we gotta get a food chain or something, like we try and expand bigger than that. Real estate, all that. We try and expand. 5 years, I want to be past the music part. That's what we try and be at 5 years from now.
That's real.
Like, already got the plaques for that. Gotta have other streams of revenue. You feel me? Like more streams of income.
Yeah,
that's what we try and do.
Yeah, I mean that's real. I mean,
said you gotta have 8 different streams of income to successfully become a millionaire.
Yes, sir.
8 different streams of income to successfully be labeled as a millionaire.
Now, D Black, I was gonna ask you to repeat it, but you did it already for me. Yeah, like I mean, 8 different streams of income to become a millionaire. Family, if that is not the America we live in today, you living somewhere else. Because
capitalist society.
Listen, this is what it is. You have to have different streams of income. And some people have a day job, and some people have a night job. Some people have both. Some people have even a midnight job where they work 3 jobs in a day. And it is just that the nature of the business. So
sleep when you're dead.
Sleep when you're dead. I mean, hey.
Sleep is the cousin of death.
So sleep is the cousin of death, right? I listen. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, if you don't understand that, you're in the wrong game. To be honest with you, you're really in the wrong game. Tell me what you want people to feel about a game from your music when it's all said and done. What do you want them to be like? Yo, like MCN was what?
I feel like a
vibe, all about the energy.
Yep. I want them to be like, oh, if they can do it and they can be themselves and be this honest, I can do it. It might ain't even making a song. It might even be just living your truth in the mirror by looking at yourself. You know what I mean? Like I hop on the song, I'm spitting me. Yeah. And I want them to be like, oh, that's him. And I want them to feel it as me. So I want them to be able to do that themselves. You know what I mean? I want them to be able to live their truths through my music when they spit my lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely understand that, man.
And sometimes I make music to take you away from what you're going on. That's got going on. You know what I mean? Like I make a party song where as though you got a bad day, you had a long day at work, you just play my music and you just have a little party to yourself. You know what I mean? Just come home, make some little wine, start having a whole little party to yourself. I wanted to be like that, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, man. I feel you. And now tell me, you guys talked about in off air, you were talking about what you had coming up in Orange County, going out to Cali. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we got a meeting with Ethica. It's like a clothing line. They starting a music label. Ethica is sponsored by Rick Ross and all that. So we supposed to be going there talking to them about that. And we're supposed to be doing a studio session with them as well. Go there, do a studio session for real, rip that a little bit. Then supposed to be talking to the CEO.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gonna be dope. I feel like we're gonna bring the energy, you know what I mean, that they looking for. Cause I feel like what they got going on, they sponsor a lot of different stuff. They sponsor a lot of stuff behind the scenes people don't even know about. And what I did notice, they only have their logos. They don't have their names, they have their logos. People don't know it's them, but they sponsor a lot of big concerts, a lot of big venues, a lot of stuff with motocross and stuff like that. So we're definitely excited about that. You know what I mean? Definitely excited about that. We're gonna go see they got to offer us and stuff like that. Go from there.
Well, I'm gonna definitely check back with you, see how it went. You know what
I'm
saying? I'm definitely gonna check back. Yo, how that go? How that meeting go? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hoping. Look, I'm over here hoping and praying it goes fantastic. Y'all get everything you need and then some. You know what I mean? And it's all about pushing it forward, man. That's what it's about. You gotta spread your wings to go see how far you can fly. You know what I mean? That's what they say. So I listen. I'm hoping. I'm no ties hoping. The team is hoping that everything goes well for y'all out there, man, and y'all continue to be the successful artists that you are. Just all in general, man. So, and I know we talked about meetings. And you've had meetings. This isn't the first meeting you've had, and you've had some experiences with some other meetings. I wanted to talk about that because a lot of artists, they get meetings and they get excited about the meetings and they think that might be it. This might be might be the chance. This might be the opportunity. Just getting in a meeting If I could just get a meeting.
No, and you never want to be that eager either, because a lot of times, don't think just because you got a meeting, it's like, oh, you rich. Like, no, a lot of times they there to screw you. Most of the time they there to screw you. Be honest with you, like
even if you're in a dotted line, you still getting the short end of the stick, regardless. You got to come in. It's one big thing with labels. It's called leverage. You got to come with leverage, man. You got to come with leverage. You got leverage, they can't do nothing with you. And a lot of times, you got more leverage than they think that you got. They're going to back away from it, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, we went to California every last time. Weirdly, we going again, but we sat down with Warner Brothers, man. It was just horrible. Like from the time getting there all the way to the time going home, it was just horrible. But I would say out of that, we got a blessing. We made a whole EP while we was there. Made a whole EP, not even EP, it's like an album. It's like 10, 12 songs.
Is that the Cash Brothers?
No, that's
not that. No,
okay.
That's the Out the Vault records. Out the Vault records.
That's old. We got this tape that we gonna drop. It's called Warner Brothers.
Yeah, ironic, right?
and when I say it's all bangers, they all bangers. Every last song on this bangers. We dropped the debut solo single from that tape. It's called FKD Up.
That's out right now.
Yeah, out right now on all platforms. If you want to jump around in the house and nod your head and shake your dreads and all that stuff, definitely get it.
Definitely the record for you.
Definitely the record for you. Just don't hurt yourself. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I mean,
disclaimer.
We put it out there, family. D Black took my word too, Ty. You know, I'm all about building leverage. That's all I'm about. I'm about building. I ain't about nothing else. What you doing? I'm building leverage. Because if I don't, they're gonna take advantage of me. You know, you have to build that leverage, and like you said, going to the meetings, you realize they got more leverage over you than what you really know. I mean, I know some cats that they just sign to make sure they never come out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, it's something that these companies do. And, you know, you got to realize that they're always looking for young Black people to, excuse my French, exploit.
Yeah. To exploit. Said it right.
More of their revenue. You know what I mean? Hip hop is the biggest market in the game. It's bigger than rock. It's bigger than alternative. It's bigger than bluegrass. It's bigger than country. It's bigger than all of that. I mean, I think I don't know the percentages, and I ain't gonna get it. But the fact that since it's probably the youngest music, the youngest type of music there is, particularly even with trap now, it's the youngest type of music there is. That people don't know that they have for years done this.
Exactly. So, not new.
Right. It ain't nothing new. I mean, they did it with my granddad. My granddad was back in the 40s and 30s and 40s. They've been doing it, you know? So, I mean, I'm saying it to say, like, I'm very, I hate to use that word. I'm super proud to hear y'all talk the way y'all talk, man. And hear y'all really look at the game in a different light, you know, look at the game from a different point of view. You know, I see MCN having a nation that it's supposed to have. I see people gravitating towards it. I see people that you probably wouldn't even think of gravitating towards it. I think in the end, you know, when I look 5 years down the line, I pray I'm seeing y'all brothers where y'all supposed to be. And I ain't want Grammys. I mean, successful, expanding your brand, growing, continuously coming up with ideas. You know, like of course it's after them, because after a while you get tired of rapping. I ain't gonna lie to you. You'd be like, I'm gonna keep rapping, but I need to go do something else. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't that the music can't make the money. It's just that you just would rather put your energy into something else. Yeah, you know. And I can see y'all. I can see y'all doing that, like not even playing, just I can see you doing it. You know, like I said, me and Ty always talking about inspiration. Sometimes we inspire people to come on the show, but sometimes people inspire us to come on the show. And I can honestly say that you guys are inspiring me from just even knowing that y'all have the type of mindsets and type of music you have. From, you know, for me, I wish you nothing but the best of luck in the future. You know, nothing but success, nothing but super, super love from me, Jimmy Bond's Podcast, Illadelphia Radio, Ty T. All of us just wish you nothing but the best in the future, boy. And, you know, I want you to go out there in the Cali and kill it.
Definitely.
And kill it. Like,
we'll have the play-by-play slides on the gram for real. Follow us at MCN_royalty and MCN_D Black. We'll have the slides on you on the slideshow.
Well, you know,
I just want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all for playing 2 a.m., man. That's definitely super.
Definitely. Much love for you for that.
Much love for that. We'll make sure it's played in the podcast. continuously, so everybody can hear what we're talking about. Make sure you go check out 2 a.m. MCN. It's on all the platforms. It's definitely on their social media. You can find it there. Yep. I recently followed y'all on Twitter, and I think I did hit y'all on Instagram too. But if not, I'm jumping on there. I'm gonna follow y'all there.
Okay.
I've gotten a chance to talk to your PR reps. Shout out to Ali Rodriguez. I definitely want to send her a shout out.
Much love to her.
Yeah, much love to her, man. She spoke very highly of you, and I was very honored to have y'all on. It ain't easy, I know it ain't easy. I know that you sometimes have frustrations with this game, and things might not be moving as fast as you want it to, as far as like where you see yourself going. I honestly can say, like, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all gonna grind till the end. Y'all gonna grind to the end, and it looks like y'all like to grind. So you know what I mean? It's like that. It's a beautiful thing. Ty, you want to say something before we roll out, man?
Royalty, the bandanas. Do you rock the bandanas for the shows? And what was your whole thing with that? How'd I get started?
Yeah, so the bandanas, for real, honestly, that was really just something that I used to it was pretty much something I used to wear just to work out in. Then like I wore it so much that people knew me for just having the bandanas on. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna start rocking. It's gonna be like part of my identity for real. You feel me? So when you see royalty, you see the 2 bandanas.
Got you.
Yeah, it just got incorporated into the style.
I heard it was a yin and a yang.
Yes, sir.
It was a yin and a yang. Bring both of them together. You know what you make. You know what I'm saying? And I also heard something about being your digital drug. This music being your digital drug. I heard about that too. Drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can relate though. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I can relate. Many times I try to find an hour to sit down and write and record. I will. You know what I mean? And it is a drug. Once you do it and you realize you can do it good, you be like, you get
addicted to it.
You get very addicted. You want to make more of it. You know what I mean? You don't want to stop there. I mean, I'm sure you have songs that people have never heard.
He's in the studio today. Went to the studio today.
And see, you stay in the studio. You got to stay working, man. You got to stay working.
Gotta
work.
To
keep it flowing.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see y'all. I'm hoping to see y'all with commercials. People using y'all music in commercials. I'm hoping to see y'all like ESPN use y'all
licensing and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping to be somewhere one day. And be like, yo, that's 2 a.m. Hold up. Let me go ahead. let me chill out. You know what I mean? I'm hoping. I mean, besides, of course, we playing on the radio, but I mean, just like just expanding, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Y'all going where y'all want to go, man. Like for real. Like, so again, man, much love. Definitely appreciate you, bros. Definitely appreciate y'all coming, and definitely appreciate you guys just sharing your story and dropping some knowledge, man. Really dropping some knowledge, because I learned a lot. I know Ty learned a lot, and I know our listeners learned a lot as well. And we just going, that's really what it's about for us, man. It's about edutaining. It's education and entertainment at the same time, man.
All right.
A lot of people don't want to do that, but I think it's the best way to get your message across.
For sure.
You got to give something to get something. That's what they say, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all coming on and showing the love. And you always got a seat here with me. You always come talk to me. The way y'all talk, you always can listen. We will do this again. Y'all, once y'all come back from Cali, I'm gonna call you up. Be like, all right, what y'all doing? What's good? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
For sure.
Definitely, man. Listen, again, I appreciate y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all for coming on. Shout out to Ali. Shout out to the whole MCN team, Money Chasing Nation family. Remember, Money Chasing Nation. Go check them out. MCN Royalty, MCN D Black, and the family that they have over there. We love y'all, Cash Brothers, everything y'all doing, man. I appreciate y'all for everything, man. Anything y'all want to say to the people before we go?
Cash you want to step Nation, whatever we did, what I'm saying how I'm saying it.
Yes, you did.
No doubt. Hey, where else can they get your music at? I said where they can get it, but tell them where you can get your music.
Title, Spotify, YouTube Music, YouTube.
Anywhere there's music, you got us.
I ain't gonna lie, no flex, and I don't want to even flex like this, but you can Google us, and that's like the biggest flex I've been saying forever now. You can Google me.
I did.
Google my name.
I did.
It'll pop right up.
I did. I sure did.
It'll pop right up.
I sure did. I sure did Google you. I ain't gonna lie to you, right?
And it's all uniform too. Down
all
the
of it
list.
It does.
Videos, all that.
It does. That's
that ain't gonna lie, that feel good, man. Like, is it go tell my mom, like, Mom, you can Google me, you can listen to all my songs right on your iPhone, you can Google me, see my face right there. That feel good, man.
I know your people's proud, man. I know your family proud of y'all, like just for everything y'all doing, man. So from one family to another, we thank y'all, man, for joining us, man.
Thank y'all for having us, man.
Yeah, man. It's been great. It's been love, and we're gonna keep this thing going. Like I said, man, we check. I'm gonna check up on you because that's what I do. I love checking up on the people I interview and seeing where their careers are, and You know, a lot of our artist spotlights are doing some just outstanding things. You know what I mean? So, I mean, y'all just join the team, join the top of the list. I really appreciate it, man. I really, really do. But without further ado, family, we want to thank y'all for listening to Jimmy Bond's podcast on Illadelphia Radio. Remember, family, you call us with your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, it's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Family, remember, we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, so please, please, please wear your mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing. Family is real out here. And remember, whenever you see your friends and your family, always tell them you love them, because you might not get another chance. I thank you for listening to Jimmy Bond's podcast, Illadelphia Radio. I'm Jimmy Bonds, and I'm out. Peace.
She got options, how you gonna treat her?
If she thick and she bad, I'ma keep her.
What you tryna do, babe? Tryna get lit?
What you smoke, little mama? What you sell?
I got vibes with me, future wise with me. VIP up in the party, and we just getting started.
Pressure gelatos, bottles and bottles. My vibes is models, ball like a lotto.
The night is still young, let's keep the vibes going. In the morning, girl, tell me what you tryna do. Girl, it's been too long.
Fam, that's going to wrap the show. We want to thank you for listening to Jimmy Bond's podcast on Illadelphia Radio. We ask you to leave your comments and questions at 844-844-1244. Again, that's 844-844-1244. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Now remember, family, we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, so please, please, please remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, and practice social distancing. Also, remember to take nothing for granted and value every opportunity you have with your friends, your family, and your loved ones. For in these times, every moment is sacred. So until the next episode, you can find me on Good Hope Road, screaming, stay up, don't sleep in your dreams. I'm Jimmy Bonds, and I'm out.
Fight on, come on.